Hey guys, so I'm actually filming a second video tonight. It's 3:51 a.m. Clearly my sleep schedule is broken, but um I was reading some comments and first of all, I forget how much of assholes you guys are. Like, fuck, dude. People are like complaining about so many things like, oh, your AC, it looks disgusting, like change your air filter, I can hear it, it's so loud, or like people were talking about if I'm depressed, and I keep getting those comments like he's going through depression, he's not fulfilled with his life. So I kind of wanted to talk about it. I kind of wanted to talk about my honest thoughts on my life, kind of open up a little bit because I actually had a pretty emotional day today. And so I wanted to open up a little bit, talk about some things. I got some chicken nuggets. So we're gonna do a little mukbang, okay? Today I actually hung out with someone and they kind of like checked in with me and I kind of started talking about like where I was at, how I'm feeling about things going on in my life, and dude, like I unpacked so much shit and I like shocked myself, and I it was after we had watched a movie and I literally had like an emotional breakdown at like the fucking movie theater. I was like bawling, I was like dripping like snot, like, and I had actually cried earlier today because you know I'm not gonna lie, you guys, like, so I've talked about this situation I had with this friend with benefits that I kind of ended because I never wanted to stay single, whatever. I think I had really strong feelings for him, and we spent so much time together. I speak so highly of him, and I still love him and care about him. And it's tough because, me and him had talked today, and he was talking about his new guy, and dude, I don't know, it just hit me, and I've told myself I don't care. I'm happy for him. He has a new man. He's getting everything he wanted. I wanted to stay single, but it hurt. Like, it actually, my heart hurt today. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I missed him. I just thinking of all the memories we had. You know what I mean? Like, sharing those emotional and sexual connections and making memories with someone, when you have that intimate of memories, it's so hard not to miss it, especially when you hold those memories like so fondly, like in your mind. You know what I mean? So I texted him, I opened up to him, I told him exactly how I felt. I'm happy for, him now and the new guy he has, but I think the the reason I'm reacting and feeling the way I'm feeling is because I think I denied for so long how I actually felt. I think that caused a lot of emotions. And then I was thinking about other things like in my personal life, and I don't know, maybe I've been dealing with like self-defeating thoughts, obviously, plus, being online, you get hate. People are gonna talk shit, and as much as you want to tell yourself and other people will tell you, just ignore the haters, like just move on, like who gives a shit. People leaving negative remarks about your life or your appearance or your life choices, like, it never feels good. Especially when it's a stranger who can just give their complete, honest, unsolicited opinion with no consequences. They don't have to say it to your face. They're safe behind a computer. It's almost like, damn, these are like the true, raw, unfiltered feelings of people giving their unsolicited advice or opinions on my life. Okay? And so it can kind of affect me, and it makes me question myself, and it's hard. You really have to like be in touch with yourself and your goals and what you want out of life, and like what you find fulfilling. And you kind of have to think about it, and obviously there are days where like I feel lonely. I'm out of my relationship. It's going on like 7, 8 months, and I feel great, but at the same time I have my moments, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still on a healing journey, okay? I'm still experiencing new things in terms of what I do for fucking money. I have gotten so much shit for doing OnlyFans. okay? And it's something I've wanted to do for years, and I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck if there's videos of me fucking out there. I'm a human. I like to have sex. If I can do it for money, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? But it's like people will make me out to be like a villain or a freak because what, I enjoy having sex on camera or pleasuring myself. Bitch, you watch people jerk off and you enjoy it. You watch fucking porn. Don't act like you don't. Why is it bad if I do it? Go send hate to these porn stars that you jerk off to if it's such a horrible thing. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm eating my chicken nuggets, bitch. And so yeah, I just want to like open up a little bit, talk about some stuff. You know, on the topic of feeling fulfilled, I have had challenging jobs. I think the hardest job I ever had was being a welder. I was a welder for like 5-6 years, okay? I always talk about that because I feel like people will fucking disrespect me and talk shit about the fact that I do OnlyFans or YouTube or Patreon. It's not a real job. If I'm happier, if I'm making more money than I did, then like, what's the issue? You know what I mean? And I'll always have that under my belt, okay? I'm also a freelance photographer. I've done that for pay. I've done weddings. Like, I have other skills, okay? I just am choosing to focus my attentions on other things that I enjoy doing and that pay well, okay? Like, I'm not money hungry, but at the same time, it's like, I want to be rewarded for my efforts, and I will focus on things that are rewarding for me. I think for me, what I find fulfilling in life is being creative, learning to love myself. I think the more I learn to love myself, the more fulfilled and happy I am with myself and my life. And that has been such a journey, dude. Like, it's been years in the process, you know what I mean? And I've come such a long way. Like, if you look back at my old videos from like 2018, 2019, dude, I truly feel like such a different person. And every once in a while, I'll have like an OG subscriber comment and say like, wow, like I remember watching your videos back then and it's like insane. Like, you inspire me how far you've come. And that makes me feel great because I'm happy for myself. I'm proud of myself for fucking putting in effort into loving myself, taking care of myself, and bettering my mental health, you know what I mean? And, you know, I'm glad I'm as secure with myself as I am. Obviously, I still have work to do, but in terms of work, I find creative spaces to be the most fulfilling. That's why I've always gravitated towards YouTube, videos, photography, and I like that I can be creative in a sexual space now. Like, I think that's cool. I like that I have a niche. I do, like, sexual ASMR. I used to be like against it. I used to think like, oh, that's like ruining the ASMR community. It's not meant to be sexual. Then I was like, dude, I like sexual ASMR. Is it bad if somebody enjoys something? Whether it relaxes them or gets them off or both? Who cares, dude? Like, if people enjoy something and it's not harming anybody and it's enjoyable, who the fuck cares? Like, literally, I remember when I had a real job, I always tell this story because it was like a turning point for me. So I worked at a clothing store called J. Crew for a while, and you know, I basically begged for the job. And it was kind of just a side job. I was doing that and welding at the same time. I was also in college for a while working multiple jobs, you know. I'm not a good student. It was hard. I went to college for about 5 minutes. But here I was working. I was like on my second week of working at J. Crew. They treated me like shit. I had a boss who was an asshole to me. My coworkers like were fucking rude to me. I did not enjoy that job at all. It was so boring, dude. It was in Utah. It was snowing. People wouldn't come in. Like, I would walk around and like unfold clothes and then refold them just because there was nothing to do. So if working a job like that is more valuable than what I'm doing, where I gotta make my own schedule, I gotta have fun, I gotta enjoy what the fuck I do, and I make way more money than I did, who the fuck are you to tell me that it's not fulfilling? And so the day I quit, they were like, Tyson, get the duster from the back and dust all the shelves. I was walking around dusting shelves, you know, My coworkers are probably not doing anything, just sitting there on their phones because there's nothing to fucking do. I felt horrible. That was the least fulfilled I've ever felt in my fucking life. I thought, is this my worth? All I'm worth is dusting shelves at this fucking store that I don't even like the clothes, working for this boss who has a boss who has a boss, and they don't give a fuck about me. Where's the fulfillment? Okay? Obviously, if you want to talk about real jobs, I'm sure there's other ones that are more fulfilling. Like, you know, my sister, she's a dental assistant and she fucking loves it. She helps people. She loves like dental hygiene. It's like something she loves in the guys she dates. She likes when they have nice teeth. She likes to help people have like clean teeth. Like, you know, it's something she enjoys and she loves it. And I get that. And I do think it is fulfilling to work with other people. Like recently, I've been wanting to do more stuff with other content creators. Not just like OnlyFans, but like even like ASMR. There's like an ASMR artist lives here in Arizona. We've been like talking. We're like, oh, it'd be cool to like collab. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's fulfilling to be creative with other people. That's what I find fulfilling when it comes to a job. But also just having ideas, executing them, and then them having a good response when it comes to like an online space. I find that very fulfilling. But obviously, it fluctuates. You're going to have ups and downs just like at a regular job. You're going to have flops, you're going to have bops, okay? And you got to work through like the flops, you know what I mean? And like accept that shit, right? That's what life is, okay? And then, so that's in terms of work. When it comes to my personal life, people are like shaming me, saying, oh, he's depressed, that's why he's having sex, that's not fulfilling, whatever. And it's like, I guess I could understand, you know, if somebody is depressed and they go to sex for, to feel happy or to feel something. I don't really know. For me personally, I've always been a sexual person. And, you know, now that I'm single, I'm enjoying exploring that, and I'm learning so much about myself, even sexually with other people, what I like, what I don't like, the type of people I want to, you know, enjoy sexual acts with. And I'm also learning about other people and even just meeting new people, making friends and like having connections. There was a study done, and this has always stuck with me. And there was a study done that said the people who are the most happy focus on having good relationships in their life, having good people to surround yourself with. And that is so important to me. I'm very selective with the people I hang out with the people I fuck. I want good people in my life. And that is like probably the second most important thing to me, other than my mental health and like loving myself. That's like my number one thing. I want to just love myself and be so confident and secure with myself. That's fulfilling to me. And I think that, you know, like if you have good friends and, you know, people you can be yourself around and make good memories, that's what's gonna matter at the end of the day. Like when you're fucking dying, you're not gonna be thinking about your bank account. You're gonna be thinking about, oh my God, like all these memories I had with all these amazing people who loved me and supported me, you know, through the good and bad. Like, that's what's important. Focus on your fucking relationships. And that's something I'm still working on. Like, I'm young. I'm learning to have good, solid relationships. And, you know, unfortunately, there are bad people out there. And I have encountered a few. I've cut people off in the past. You know, sometimes you put in effort, you pour too much into someone that you probably shouldn't. And it's a learning experience at the end of the day, and that's okay. Sometimes you have a toxic ex who you were in love with and you move on from it and you learn. Like, that's part of life. I am typically someone who doesn't plan too far in the future. You know, I'll write down like loose goals. I literally have a list of goals for my like career, for my mental health and my physical health. And so I just have like a list of goals. It's on my fridge. I look at it every day. Achieving goals is a very fulfilling thing in life, right? And I feel like at this point, I've achieved a decent amount of the goals that I wanted to. I feel like I'm someone who's very driven when it comes to like something I really want, you know, like When I first started YouTube, my goal was to hit 100K, okay? It took me years. It was a slow grind, but I enjoyed it. I'm grateful I did it. It's opened like so many opportunities, and you know, now I'm exploring with Patreon, OnlyFans, whatever, and that's been very rewarding for me. I've been getting like emails from people. I literally went to this bar, I think it was yesterday night, and some guy came up to me. He was like, I love your videos. I watch all of them. You're just so open and real, and I'm so glad there's people like you out there. And I was like, that felt fulfilling to me. It feels fulfilling for me to reach people and have an impact, or people connect with me. Like I said, connecting with other people is so fucking important, right? And so having my online content translate into a real life connection is an amazing feeling. And like, obviously different people are gonna find different things fucking fulfilling. Success and fulfillment doesn't have to be like money or a career. I literally worked at a grocery store, one of my first jobs, and there was this old lady there. Her name was Betty. She had worked there for like over 50 years, and she loved it. And she was like a great worker. She was super cute. She was always happy to be there, and she felt fulfilled in her job. And she worked at a grocery store, usually a job that people would not say is fulfilling. She loved it. It's like, let people enjoy what the fuck they want to do. You know what I mean? If you want to work at fucking Sonic the rest of your life, fucking do it. Fuck what anybody else was. I dated a guy once who like worked at H&M, and I was like, what do you want to do like in the future? And he was like, I just want to stay at H&M. He's like, I love it here. I want to work here the rest of my life. I want to work my way up. Great. Cool, dude. Like, fuck yeah. Anyways, that's kind of my little rant on like being fulfilled. What makes life fulfilling? Am I fulfilled? I think in most aspects, I'm in a good place. I think right now, I'm really just trying to build up my confidence when it comes to being self-sufficient. I have a lot of anxiety surrounding that. And so it does suck to like read comments and shit saying like, oh, I'm not living a good life. I'm not, you know, building a good life for myself, or there's no way I'm fulfilled. Like, I have struggled, okay? Like, the last year, this year, dude, has not been easy. And there's been so many emotional things. My breakup, I've talked about situations with my mom, crazy things that have happened, and a lot of emotional fucking damage has happened, okay? And, you know, even things with friends, family, my personal life, pets, my living situation, like, I think I held it in for a long time. And today, as I was talking to my friend, so many things just came out, and I was like, damn, I am realizing there's so many things that I've been holding in, and I let it all out, you know? So many things. Like, it's so easy to hold in your emotions and just disregard it and try to move on. I tell myself, it be like that, like life goes on, right? And it always will. Life will always go on, but it's okay to feel your emotions. And when I was talking to my friend, I was like, what do I need to do to like get over this? Like, what's my process? And he's like, you don't need to do anything. He was like, just feel your fucking emotions. And I was like, I think that's my thing, is like my coping mechanism is to just run. I like to run from my issues. I like to resolve things quickly. And I think that's why for me going through a breakup was like so hard. I felt so much guilt. It was so hard for me to just sit with my fucking feelings. And I was constantly trying to find ways to escape it. You know, I even resorted to alcohol for a while. I would just like take shots because I was like, I'm in so much pain emotionally. Like, I don't know what else to do. I would make plans and go hang out with random fucking people I had never met just to get my mind off of it, because I was so heartbroken and I felt like I ruined my life. So it was really difficult. Like, this year has not been easy, and I think things build up over time for me, and sometimes I just gotta let it out, okay? And so when people say, oh, you're manic, maybe part of it was like, I've just been holding things in. And maybe I tell myself I'm okay when I'm not. And so today I really checked in with myself, and I was like, holy shit. And it felt so good to talk to someone that I'm close with about it and just like let out my emotions, cry, get some advice in return, or just have someone there to listen to me. Like I said, you need good people in your life, and I'm very grateful for this person. And I felt so much better after we talked, and I'm like, wow, damn, like I need more people like this in my life. Even just like a couple, because I feel like he's the only one right now. Like if I can make a couple more good connections in the next couple years, that'd be bomb. I don't worry too much about myself. I know I'm a kind person. I feel like I'm at a point where I care enough about myself that I watch out for myself, and I don't feel like I need anybody, right? Like, I don't need anyone to take care of me, and that's something I've been learning. And it's been a really hard thing to learn. There's days where I feel anxious. There's days where I feel like, damn, can I take care of myself? But it's like the more I am self-sufficient and do it and just exist in the space that I am, it's like the more my confidence grows. I've even thought, like, career-wise, if I ever get sick of doing online content creation, which I don't know if I ever will, because I truly love it. I love YouTube. I love connecting with people. I get to be creative. Like, I find that very rewarding. But I like hair, okay? Like, I've been cutting my own hair since I was in high school. I've cut my friend's hair. I used to cut my ex's hair. He's bald, so it's not saying much. But, yeah, I've thought, if I ever get sick of what I'm doing now, like, I think it'd be fun to go to barber school. Maybe, like, rent a chair and do hair. Like, I've thought about that stuff. You know what I mean? My end game's not to just, like, be a porn star, right? Obviously, I like doing OnlyFans. It's nice I can do it by myself. I literally had a studio reach out to me on Twitter, like a porn studio, and I was like, no, I don't want to do it. Like, I am enjoying what I'm doing now. And I'm not, like, money hungry. I'm not trying to, like, have a breakthrough in the porn industry. You know what I mean? I'm like, I have my following, and if people want to support me, and, I'm building up my following on Twitter, like, OnlyFans is enough for me, okay? Like, I enjoy that now, and I don't really see it going anywhere past that, okay? So, at the same time, you never know what the future holds. I can't speak too soon. But yeah, like, I thought of, like, doing hair, like, being, like, a barber. I think it'd be fun. You get to meet people, and just, like, I feel like I'm pretty chill, and, like, I feel like I would have a good eye for that. Since I have, like, some experience cutting hair. My mom's also a cosmetologist, so, like, watching her cut hair growing up, I feel like I learned some things. That's kind of how I started cutting my own hair. But, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I don't want to worry too much about myself. I know that I'll be okay. I know that I have people in my life who love and support me, and I think I'll always be okay, and I take care of myself, and, like, that's what matters, right? So, there's people out there who have it worse, there's people out there who have it better. There's so many fucking people in the world going through so many different experiences. Obviously, when you put yourself online, you're, like, under a fucking microscope. Everybody, like, analyzes everything. People will judge you for the dumbest bullshit, like having dirty air vents. I'm like, they're like, you need to change your air vent. And I'm like, I don't do it, okay? I live in an apartment, they change it for me. They just have, like, a schedule. They do it themselves. Sorry, they're dirty. Like, worry about your own damn air vents, bro. I also have air purifiers, like 2 of them, because I have a cat. I need my air to be clean, okay? Like, fuck. But, yeah, I guess that's all I really wanted to talk about. Do your own thing, and don't let dumb bitches make you feel any type of way. If you're enjoying what you're doing, stick to it. If you're not, change it. Like, that's all I have to say. You can change your life at any moment, but you can also work on maintaining it. If you're at peace and you feel comfortable and happy, like, that's all that matters. So live your life, find what fulfills you. If it's working at fucking McDonald's, great. If it's being the next fucking president, good for you. You're not better than anybody, but good for you. Okay, I'm done. Have a good night, guys. I'll talk to you later.